Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. An amazing turn of events, I gotta say, for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now, on the daily chart, we can see that inverted head and shoulders pattern really kind of formulating here. We did make a higher high yesterday on the micro time frame. This is the daily chart. Let me throw it on the hourly. And let me get rid of some of that. You guys can see right now, Bitcoin did actually move up. It was trading in and around $64,000. It went up about over 5% yesterday, up to 67,400. And now Bitcoin is just quieting down, formulating what is now looking like a bullish pennant pattern. So this is all positive news. We are seeing these, two patterns here forming on the various different charts. Neckline too here is tilting the other way. So it's looking like more bullish momentum is in the cards for the King Crypto. It's been a lot of this, though, over the last several months here. We haven't really seen, that kind of exciting movement that gets Bitcoin up above all-time highs. The closest thing we've been seeing is this kind of a thing here. But now the question is, are we going to stall out? And maybe even worse and more frustrating, maybe not so much worse, but more frustrating, beat up against these tops and then take a while before we pierce through. And so taking a look at market cap, guys, it has grown to 2.42 trillion. So that is up by 3.4% in the last 24 hours. Last 24 hours in terms of volume too, that is up to 5.9%. Bitcoin is regaining the majority of the dominance. So Bitcoin moves and the rest of cryptocurrencies move as well. As you can see, Bitcoin is up 3.35%. Ethereum is up 2.43%. We've got XRP though, guys, up 6.76%. So one of the other cryptocurrencies that has actually fared quite well in the last 24 hours is XRP. And you can see fear and greed, that is now in the 60s, 61. We are now officially in greed. It says down here in greed. So I guess anything in the 60s and above is considered greed, whereas in the 50s is neutral, and anything below that is in fear. So 61, that is positive news. Bitcoin is, of course, leading the charge. I was actually surprised some of the other altcoins weren't performing as well. But guys, take a look at this. XRP really did come out of that slump as Bitcoin did push higher. So we did see XRP go back up to 63.7. Now it's trading in and around 59.3. If I were to just put a price label in and around here. Yesterday, I was talking about this level in and around here, the 54.8 level, where we did base out here. This is the daily. If I throw this on the hourly, you guys can see I was talking about this low in and around here and how that was butting up against that trend line. If I zoom out here, you can see the trend line that I was talking about. I was also talking about this sideways channel here where XRP had historically found a lot of support. So it's looking like it's all matching up, guys. We bounced off that trend line and now XRP is moving higher. You can see it better here if I throw it on the daily. So that is also positive news. XRP moving up. The CBOE is also given their official launch date for the spot Ethereum ETF. The Chicago Board Option Trade Exchange has confirmed that 5 spot Ethereum ETF products will be trading on July the 23rd. So we do have a confirmed date for that. 5 spot exchange traded funds that are going to be associated with Ethereum will begin trading on the CBOE on July the 23rd. That is now the confirmed date. On May the 23rd, the United States Security and Exchange Commission approved the ruling permitting the listing of several spot Ether ETFs. However, before the new products could begin trading, the regulators still had to sign off on each fund issuer's respective S1 registration statement. So that is now all been done. And guys, we are to expect more Ethereum trading probably in the coming days. Today is Saturday, July the 20th, if you guys are watching this video on the day that I'm releasing it. So are we going to see Ethereum supply crunch incoming? And what could that mean for the rest of the crypto market? I mean, Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap. And so will it have the same effect as Bitcoin on the rest of the space? Will it only affect ERC20 tokens? I mean, that's another interesting thing to think about. For more information, guys, on what I'm trading this bull run, you can find all that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I just posted a little update yesterday on some of my strategy, what I'm doing now. I'm deciding to pivot a little bit. Nothing huge. The general plan is staying the same, but again, this market moves in mysterious ways. But also, I think almost more importantly than that, the regulation is still coming in fast and furiously, and so different jurisdictions around the world are being regulated in different ways, and we're finding that, the market is changing along with this. So patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if you guys are interested in what I'm trading this bull run and all the things that go along with that. I'm going to be talking about everything strategy-wise leading up until the day that I cash out of my cryptocurrency. So along those lines, we also have Hester Peirce slamming the way in which major banks won backdoor permissions around the anti-crypto rule SAB 121 for crypto. Caitlin Long posted this originally. Wow. Hester Peirce politely says what many of us are saying about the SEC. It arbitrarily created a rule to try to kill crypto SAB Bill 121. Listen to this.
One of the reasons that I have really been opposed to SAB 121 is because it has taken this position that we don't want to have experienced players custodying crypto, which seems to me a very strange and non-investor protection oriented position. I'm open to and happy to see developments that allow more people to come in and participate in the custody space. Again, it should be done in an orderly way. I think the end goal of having parties engaging in crypto that have experience from other parts of the world that they can bring into crypto, that's generally a good thing. Unfortunately, too often you see government trying to drive players out who would be interested in participating, but they're not welcomed in. And so, yes, that is a potentially positive development. I would like to see more participants in custodying crypto.
And more participants will eventually custody crypto. Big participants are going to be getting into the game, guys, like Ripple. So Ripple started as a fintech company, a cross-border payments company. But Mikkel here sharing a bit more detail on why they bought back $1.4 billion worth of Ripple stock. So Mikkel posted this great tweet thread here. Got to give him credit for that. Ripple has now bought back a total of $1.4 billion worth of its own shares from the private market at $62 per share. So here's what he's suggesting. Share buybacks often signal a company's financial health and optimism about future growth. Ripple's decision to buy back shares at a premium price shows a strong belief in the value and strategic decision. And I don't doubt that for a second. Obviously, Ripple does see the value in their own company, and they see more value keeping it to themselves versus having it out there for some of those long-term investors who've probably already made a lot of money on their initial investment. This buyback could be Ripple's way of demonstrating confidence in its long-term potential of its technology and the XRP ecosystem. Investing in itself might strengthen its market position and drive further innovation. Interestingly, though, shares on other private equity exchanges were trading at much lower prices. Ripple was paying $62 per share, and this is underscoring conviction in the company's worth and future prospects. So Ripple has been revolutionizing cross-border payments, as we all know, with its technology. The move allows the company to consolidate ownership and focus on expanding its global footprint, and that could bring in more institutional investors. However, the buyback is expected to boost shareholder value and provide more flexibility for Ripple's future initiatives. It reflects the company's solid financial standing and proactive approach to managing capital. Could Ripple be preparing for something big? Well, we already know that an IPO is already in their sights. That is no secret. Brad Garlinghouse has mentioned it, and some others have mentioned it too from the Ripple camp. Speculation is rising about Ripple going public. By buying back shares, Ripple might be aiming to have as much ownership as possible when that occurs, ensuring greater control and maximizing shareholder value. Brad Garlinghouse has often hinted at an IPO previously. Ripple's ongoing growth and success highlighted its strong leadership and innovation solutions in the crypto and fintech space. This buyback is a positive indicator of the company's future prospects. So guys, what are the company's future prospects? Well, the Wrath of Kahneman has dug in deeper, and based on this recent article that Ripple did released on their Insights blog, Building the Future of Financial Infrastructure on Blockchain and Digital Assets, I think he really does uncover some more. He's inferring that more is happening behind the scenes. This goes over, Ripple's history, what has happened over the last little while, and it also talks about the new rules and regulations that are coming down the pike in Europe specifically. Here, they're talking about the MiCA rules, which is the biggest one right now. As the industry and market continue to mature, though, Ripple has evolved in parallel to address this opportunity in front of us. Having worked with financial institutions for many years, we've validated blockchain's promise of faster, lower cost, and more reliable financial services in scores. But they need simple, trusted, reliable digital asset infrastructure to integrate blockchain into their businesses. And so this is where Ripple comes in. So Ripple is evolving their product suite. If you guys have not noticed, they did recently just purchase Metaco. Metaco will now be known as Ripple Custody. We're continuing to scale the team for the custody business, so they talk a little bit about that. We've also decided to fold in the Liquidity Hub product into our payment solution, bringing the benefits of both offerings into a singular experience. Guys, we've been talking about this one-stop shop that Ripple has been working towards for a very long time now, and it's looking like they are becoming successful at it. They are not just willy-nilly purchasing up companies for no reason with no plan. Obviously, they have a plan. Obviously, they see they have a goal. They have an end goal in mind, and they likely know where this world is going, so they are planning accordingly. They also talk about the stablecoin a little bit here, global payouts network. Also talk about institutional DeFi, the XRP ledger built for business. So also commenting on that, the decentralized exchange, XRPL was the first blockchain to feature a built-in DEX, allowing users to offer and trade any type of token without a middleman. So obviously singing the praises of the XRP ledger. And Ripple has proven their longevity by weathering the storms through every crypto bull and bear cycle. So that's another important thing to note here. They do not rely strictly on cryptocurrencies or ICOs, which historically a lot of these companies have done in order to fund their business. No, Ripple is a company that does rely on real business partnerships and other technologies, other solutions that they've been selling to banks over the years. And the XRP ledger and XRP is just complementary to that. So they definitely rely on the XRP ledger, definitely are going to be relying on XRP for future endeavors. But guys, here's what Wrath of Kahneman has noticed. Okay, so some of this news includes the liquidity hub and their ability to fold in Ripple payments. He says, I read AI between the lines there, so maybe they're using artificial intelligence to do that now. Ripple payments covers 90% of daily FX markets. Medico is now called Ripple Custody, and they have a new office opening in Geneva. What Wrath of Kahneman also notes, he says, they note XRP is especially useful to create liquidity for long tail assets, particularly where liquidity is low. I'm assuming this is for direct use. Zooming in, he says they notice an opportunity to integrate more of the XRPL's capabilities directly into their business. This is an important statement of intent. Does it also suggest what degree it is integrating already, or is integrated already? Does it just mean the DEX? It's interesting that after a decade of crypto, they're one of the few reputable DA companies out there now with a defined presence. As much as XRP price pains everyone, utility may start growing past the store of value, the digital asset narratives now that the market seems ready. So the market certainly has taken its sweet ass time to grow, but we're getting there, guys, and it's getting very, very exciting very, very quickly. So I wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that, just giving us, his interpretation. I got to say, Wrath of Kahneman, really great thinker in this space, one of the prized members of the XRP community, I got to say. He's been here for a long time. XRP drops also pointing this out. Okay, so this was from the recent XRP Ledger Apex conference from a few weeks ago. XRP provides a perfect use case for being in games. Just listen to this and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
So now looking at the intersection of XRP, gaming, and the APAC region, which is something that I'm very passionate and very excited about. Looking at the APAC region, that region has the largest amount of XRP held out of any region in the entire world. And then you also look at what entertainment industries are the most popular in this region as well. It is gaming, right? And then we're looking at XRP as well, and if it is good for gaming, and I believe it is a really strong asset for being used in these different gaming experiences. And this is to do with the extremely high-speed transactions and extremely deep global liquidity. Transaction speed and cost is extremely important for games, which are constantly distributing rewards and players are constantly making on-chain transactions. It needs to be fast and cheap. And deep global liquidity is extremely important because if you have a token as a core currency within your game, it needs to be easily able to be acquired by any of these players from anywhere on the globe, right? And I think that's a very powerful thing with XRP and its presence on globally and on so many different global exchanges. It provides the perfect use case for being used in gaming. So I think when looking at trying to activate more retail utility for XRP, looking at the APAC region is extremely important. There is so much XRP held there, and gaming is so ingrained in their culture if we can use gaming as an avenue to bring all of that XRP, which is held in countries like Korea and Japan, if we can bring that XRP on-chain through gaming, I believe that that can be a really big catalyst for the retail adoption of XRP and the retail use case of XRP and the XRPL.
Gaming, this is one of those industries that goes kind of unnoticed. Maybe not unnoticed if you guys play video games, but it is a very under-discussed industry, I think, that could take the XRP community by storm one day. I want to bring this up, guys. This was posted by Chad Steingraber. Now, Chad is a developer, from what I understand. He's a developer of games. So a gaming engineer and part of the XRP community. He says here, or rather he posted this, so to solve for the base liquidity of block rewards, we have partnered with Ripple and the XRPL to provide base block rewards in the form of XRP. XRP will also be used as a network gas token. This combination will allow the root network token to grow in value and provide a high degree of liquidity for rewards for block producers. Now, the root network, they are a gaming company, and they are currently using the XRP ledger. Now, just to give you guys some statistics here, games versus film versus music, and this is the industry in the billions, in the year 2022, so only a couple of years ago. And you guys can see music and film, they used to be bigger industries back in the day, 20 years ago. But guys, gaming is taking over $184.4 billion in the gaming industry. That significantly dwarfs the music and film industry put together. Even if you combine these industries, the gaming industry is much larger than that. Just another chart here for you guys, music, films, and video games, and how that has just skyrocketed since let's say the late 2000s, early 2010s. So you can see here in the early 2000s, they were roughly equal. And then gaming just kind of skyrocketed as gaming technology got better. And here's just one more chart. The game market, guys, compared to other markets like textile and the clothing industry, mechanical engineering, chemical and the pharmaceutical industry, you'd think that industry was humongous. But no, guys, gaming is much larger than that. Vehicle construction and construction industry. So many, many large industries, and the average forecast annual growth for gaming, guys, is really looking to exceed all of those other industries. So, when we talk about XRP and gaming, I also didn't realize that the APAC region was the largest region who holds XRP. So because of that, we must take note. And, along those lines too, I know some people are still talking about the blackout yesterday with the blue screen of death, the Windows system that did not update, and how Crowdstrike was at the middle of this. Now, Mario Nafal did point this out. Of course, crypto companies were unaffected by the Crowdstrike outage. And I also did see another tweet here mentioning that the XRPL was still up and running and has been for the last 12 years or however long it's been around. The major Crowdstrike update caused disruptions worldwide, crashing Windows systems and the blue screen of death. We have banks, airports, media outages, media outlets were impacted, but crypto firms like Binance, Kraken, and Algorand reported no issues. Crowdstrike has isolated the defect and deployed a fix, clarifying it's not a cyber attack. Crypto enthusiasts highlight Bitcoin's resilience in decentralized structures. However, guys, the new financial system is going to be running on DLT technology. Bitcoin was just a test, and I know Mario Nafal is pointing us to Bitcoin here, but the thing that I thought was interesting, that Chad Steingraber, another great tweet here from Chad, noticed here, if only there was a way we could have seen these events coming. Looky what he found. Crowdstrike apparently partnered up with, yes, the World Economic Forum. I did a video on this the other day, and I did talk about how there was a large short position put out on Crowdstrike stock like days before this event occurred. And so, I was finding that kind of suspicious. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So Ashley Prosper here, retweeting a tweet that she posted originally back in March of 2023. The XRP plan: first, sue Ripple to create a loss of confidence in the asset, delist it from exchanges to reduce access to the asset, buy back the asset to protect its price, crash the market, force people into fiat, then crash the banks. Guys, it looks like we are getting very, very close. And this was, this was a prediction she made back in March of 23. Microsoft IT outage live. Crowdstrike boss is deeply sorry as airlines and hospital chaos could last for days. These are the headlines that we were getting yesterday. Down detector. So some of these banks were down, guys. Bank of America, Arvis Bank, Capital One, Charles Schwab, Chase, TD Bank, US Bank, and Wells Fargo. And then we got this, the Bank of England and the CHAPS payment system goes down, impacting large transactions. I urge you guys to watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. So here we are, we're turning to blockchain technology. Even Smoke here posting this in light of the current tech shutdown, which is clearly a testament to how weak current cybersecurity is. It has been documented that in 2024, banks are going to be turning to blockchain. And so he found this from this report from CoinCub here. This is a crypto banking report from Dublin, Ireland from back in April of 2024. I will link this report in the description of the video for you if you guys are interested in looking over that further. But what I wanted to point out was this. In 2024, banks are turning to blockchain for a security upgrade. Financial firms and banks are adopting blockchain technology as a strategic move towards enhanced innovation, efficiency, and security. Blockchain acts as a decentralized guardian, eliminating weak spots that hackers target. So big banks like JP Morgan, HSBC, and Goldman Sachs are tapping into blockchain's potential to enhance business operations and money transfers. The crypto banking industry is on the cusp of a major transformation in 2024. And so is this, guys, the catalyst event that is creating, or at least helping to usher in, this new transformation? It's looking more and more like the evidence is pointing there. On top of which, I happen to see this. It's like he's saying it without saying it. By the Crypto Dip here posting this from Bloomberg News right now.
This liquidity just simply in dollars, although that could be a concern. But the liquidity transaction mechanisms, what's going to make cash and liquidity move through the global economy, is a factor which will ultimately play into how markets behave over the next 18 to 24 months.
What is going to move liquidity through this financial system? He's saying the quiet part loud. XRP, the XRP ledger, XLM, XDC, and more, guys, they will move the liquidity through the economy instantly for free. So more just pointing to this fact that, Ripple obviously getting prepared, making themselves a one-stop shop and doing it for good reason. They're the main drivers of XRP utility, or at least they are today. Maybe we'll see more activity when the gaming market comes online. All in due process, guys, but every little bit counts, of course. This is why I hold XRP, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.